Hi, water signs. This is going to be your love reading. So within this video today, we are going to do 3 separate love readings, one for each water sign. So the Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So welcome into the reading. I hope everyone is doing well. You'll see that we have the 3 piles here. I don't know which pile is which sign. We're going to find that out once I start pulling the cards. And as always, if you get anything out of this reading, hopefully today you get perspective, insight, truth, some type of validation or direction. And if you do, press the like button. That'll really help out this video circulate throughout YouTube. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. And if you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description of this video. So just shoot me an email and we'll set something up. So I'm going to read you this little water card here. It says water is one of the 4 elements. In the tarot deck, water aligns with cups. In astrology, it is represented by Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And water is mutable and can change forms. Key words for this element are cleanse and flow. Okay. All right, let's see. Which one do we start off with today? I'm going to go with this one. So as I was shuffling the cards and meditating on your energy, it did feel really active. So the water signs are coming through strong, and there's like a presence that you guys are feeling at this time. There's some strength, there's a little bit of confidence and maybe some loudness that I was getting. The cards were literally just popping off as I was shuffling and dealing the cards and all of that. So there was a lot of activity going on. It also felt really fun and movable and vibrant as well. So we'll see how this plays out in your readings. We're going to start off with Cancer. Welcome into your love reading, Cancer. Hope you guys are doing well. I am recording the day after the full moon in Aries in October 2024. All right. So first card out is the card of releasing allegiances. This is the number 10. Okay. So, there's a lot of vulnerability that's coming through for me in this depiction, in this artwork. Being open, being seen, but at the same time covering up what you're, covering up certain parts of you that maybe you don't want to be seen. But at the same time, it's almost as though you can't help it. So between you and your partner, there may be energy right now that involves the breaking down of walls or breaking down of ego, even humbling yourself a little or themselves, and really being open, vulnerable, and allowing yourself, not just doing it, but also giving permission, I'm getting, for them to see you, for them to know you, for them to get to know you. I do feel that it's also this baby step thing where it's like little by little, you are uncovering more and more of your truth, and you are showing more and more of yourself. And I think that this is common for a Cancer archetype. Cancer is known for them being really private and, bringing up those walls, right? There's some fear, right? There's always not just the fact that they are private, but there's also fear around what will people think, what will people say, just the being judged and the criticism. It's not something that the Cancer archetype takes very well. And because they're so sensitive, right? They want to, there is an element, and I'm sorry if this is not relating with you. I do apologize. I just know the Cancer energy very well. I do have a Cancer stellium. My sun, moon, Venus, and Mercury are all in Cancer. And so I think that there is something around being perfect. Okay. So knowing that that we have flaws, knowing that there are parts of us, that we'd rather change and fix, I think that the Cancer is embedded with a self-conscious or secure type of challenges that we have in our minds, right? And so when we are getting to know someone, when we are allowing them into our life, when we are falling in love, we want to be everything for the person, but at the same time, we can't help but have our flaws, and we can't help but have these mental blockages about ourselves. And so little by little, we open up and we do this thing of like, okay, let me show them this part of me and see how they react, right? You need to get the reaction and you need to get the assurance first, like the reassurance that they accept you and they accept that perceived flaw that you have about yourself. And then once you get that, then it's like, okay, let me open up a little bit more. And then same process, right? Get their reaction and get some reassurance that they accept you for that perceived flaw as well. What else am I getting here? This is also giving me growth, right? Like maybe you have gone through a lot of challenges and failures as it relates to love in the past. And showing up in this relationship is you're showing up with all of the lessons that you've learned and showing up differently. And one of those things is to be less guarded, to be more open, and to show up in a way where, okay, I can love myself and be present in this relationship, not just loving the other person, but loving myself as well. Because when we show up that way in a relationship where we are confident and we do take ourselves seriously and we set boundaries and we know what we want and we don't and all of that, it does make it for a more healthier dynamic between two people. When a person is showing up and yes, they may love the other person and do everything for the other person, but not for themselves, they lack boundaries, they lack self-awareness, self-confidence, self-love. It does bring up challenges. Maybe you don't see that in the moment, and you think that you're doing everything for your other person. Who cares about loving yourself? But in the end, throughout the course of that dynamic, the lack of love for oneself does present itself in relationship through projection, right? And so that is also something that I'm getting here. It's like showing up in a way where it's more healthy for yourself. Therefore, it's creating a more healthy bond in this relationship, if that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it's also a thing of like your frequency, your vibe, just being more real and more authentic and more, what is this? Like if you vibrate in truth, the truth frequency, the authentic frequency at all times, right? Which it's not easy for a partner to be with a Cancer because the Cancer notices everything, right? And so we need to find purpose and we need to find meaning in everything that our partner does, says, reacts, the choices they make, the movements, like everything, right? And it's hard, for us to let go of that. And it's also hard for the partner to accept being observed in such a way at all times. But at the same time, this vibrating in a more truthful, honest frequency does set up the stage for an honest, truthful relationship, right? So the more that you can be open and not bring up the walls and not cover up, all of the perceived flaws that you have and show them up front, it starts to create an honest, authentic bond between you and your person where there's no facade, there's no acting, there's no, just doing what the other person wants, saying what the other person thinks, what you think the other person wants to hear. It's just coming from an honest, truthful place therefore creating an honest, truthful bond. All right, let's see what your relationship card says, your love card here. So religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Wow, I've never even seen this card before. Okay. So for whoever it is that I am picking up on, there's something about your faith here. Faith in God, universe, spirit, you know, if you're religious, like actual Christianity or Catholicism, any type of religion, right? Do you need your partner to also be of the same faith, or does your relationship need to be accepted and approved by a religious constitution? I don't know. For some of you, I am getting that this relationship or this person is having you second guess your faith. So I don't know how that is showing up, but something here has you second guessing what you believe in. If your person is from a different religious background or has a different belief system than you do, but you love them, you like them, you're attracted to them, you want to get to know them, whatever stage you're in your relationship, maybe that is opening your eyes to allow you to have a different perspective on your faith. And if you are extremely, if your belief system is really rooted and strong and healthy, you know, and you've had this belief system throughout your life, for a person to come in and, sort of change it up or just rattle your beliefs a little bit, that's a big deal. Okay, I'm getting for somebody, it's a really big deal that this is happening. They love their person, but the fact that they are switching their religious beliefs or changing what they know to be true, something like that, it's taking a toll on somebody here. So we have these cards. These are sexual intimacy cards. I'm not able to show all of them just because of the depiction and the artwork. So I'm going to see if I can show it on the screen here. Yeah, I can show this one. So you have the card of freedom, number 32, and this card is ruled by Uranus. Wow. So I'm feeling strongly that there are two people in this dynamic. One, and maybe you cannot be together at this time. There's somebody, if you're the religious person and you're the one, right, that is having the issue, I do think that you are admiring someone from afar, or you are being admired. Like there's just this thing of distance, because you cannot be together, basically. All right. So maybe it's a secret, maybe it's an indirect connection, or a connection where it's unspoken in some way, whether that's unspoken to your environment, to the people around you, or unspoken to one another, where you have feelings for someone, they have feelings for you, but you haven't told one another. I'm also getting divorce. Okay. I'm getting divorce, and the fact that someone is getting divorced is playing a huge toll on them as well, because it goes against what they believe. Someone really thought that this was forever, and somebody has separated from the relationship. However it's playing out, it just doesn't feel the two people are together physically in a relationship at this time. All right, so in the tarot, this side, person A, whoever that is in your situation, has 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 9 of Swords, the Hanged Man. There's definite silence here. There's definite setback, and the need to reflect and look within and figure something out There's no action being taken at this time. There is a lot of mental anxiety, mental play, and maybe the vulnerabilities are coming through really strongly at this time, right? Like the fact that somebody is not feeling really good about themselves right now. You also have the Ace of Swords. On this side, person B's side, the Six of Wands, the Hanged Man as well. Wow. And Judgment. This is a significant moment in your life. I do think that somebody has recently broken up or divorced or separated. And there is a lot to learn. There's a lot of reflection happening here. So much on both sides. There's a standstill. For some reason, whatever situation you find yourself in, you feel like you cannot change it. Okay, things are out of your hands at this time. If you feel stuck and you feel like things are out of your hands at this time, it's because you're supposed to be in this state of surrender right now. Okay, the universe is calling for that in your dynamic between you and your person. The both of you are supposed to be in a state of surrender. Surrender, open up, give this situation to God, give this situation to the universe, to whoever it is that you believe in, and let things take care of themselves. Things will take care of themselves naturally. Things will evolve naturally. You have an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Swords. There's a lot to be learned. There's truth and clarity to be had. There is the awareness of love happening over here. How much does someone love the other person, or both people? How much do they love each other? I'm feeling a long distance or not long. Well, maybe long distance. I don't know. But I was wanting to say long lasting, like a relationship where two people have been together for a very long time, has recently come to a halt, come to a stop. For some person, this is like judgment, like their world is definitely falling apart, and they're going through a major, major shadow, dark night of the soul situation here. They're looking for help. They're looking for balance. They're looking to balance their emotions, because I do feel that this side B over here is like, has so much love and hate equally. They want to lash out. They want to hurt. But at the same time, it's like the more hurt they are, it's reflected in their actions and their behaviors, right? So they may have a really bad temper at this time. They may be doing things that, they wouldn't normally do to get to hurt, right? Like hurt people, right? Like that's the saying. And the worse that they are, that means that's how much love they had. Does that make sense? So somebody is really bad, is trying to like take the house and take the kids and, leave you bankrupt and doing just really low level stuff. It's because they're so hurt. The more they do that means the more hurt they are. That means the more love they have. Okay. But I think that'll come to a stop soon, right? They're going to realize what they've been doing and why. And they know that it's time to heal. They know it's time for change. They know it's time to surrender and to really, really focus on how they've contributed to this divorce or to this breakup. How have they contributed to that? This feels like a huge, huge life lesson for both people, actually. On this side, this person is just, I'm not going to lie, there is some bitterness here, okay, on this person's side. They are being very quiet. And I'm getting very, like, they are strategizing. So while this person is acting out, this person is strategizing. They're trying to keep their cool. I'm feeling ice king or ice queen over here on this side, like really cold, really detached. The only thing that this person will entertain when it comes to communication between two people here is truth. Okay. All of the projections and the low vibe type of actions and behaviors that this person may want to come through with, this person is not having it. They will only want to talk if it is direct, open communication. And how I was saying about the honesty here, the truth here, like that's it. Nothing else. Like they're done. I'm feeling so strongly, whoever is over here, like they are done with bullshit. They are done with the games. They are done with the arguing. Like they'd rather never speak to this person again. They'd rather never see this person again. If that's how it's going to be. Like they cannot, they will not. They have chosen with the Ace of Swords. They will not do another argument or do this again, or like the decision is final. It's done. It's, so this person really has to like step up and really make some changes. Because at this point they're numb. Like they don't care. They don't care if this never works out again. They're done. They just want honesty, integrity, authenticity, truth. And the Nine of Swords, the Hanged Man. This isn't to say that in their alone time, they are not reflecting and that they don't have second thoughts and anxiety and fear around this situation. These two people have been together for so long. To be separated has completely messed with their nervous system and their thought process, even belief system. Someone really believed that this was the love of their life, that this was true love. And, it just something happened that it's not working out. But this person is literally healing as well. So it may come across as in their alone time, they are having a lot of mental issues, but they're processing emotion. They're processing loss and heartache. Okay. They're processing. I'm getting that strongly. So if you're going through this and you are alone at home and you're like, I'm going crazy, you can't sleep, you have insomnia, you're acting different, you're scared, you're fearful, there's a lot of mental negative type of thoughts that you're having. Just this, for whoever's listening that this is for, this means that you are processing this whole change. You're processing the loss. You're processing your emotions. Okay. Just understand that. Be as present and aware as you can be as you are having these changes come up day over day in your body, in your nervous system, in your emotions, in your thought process. This is a huge change. Okay. So for any human to go through this type of change, it's also an awakening. And I feel like this is an awakening here for this person as well. But you have to be as present and aware of it as possible so you can effectively heal. Right? Healing is a process. If you don't do it effectively and you start to maybe use escapism eventually, right? Because it could lead to escapism where you are covering it up with Band-Aids, right? And because you're not being aware of it, you don't want to confront it or whatever the case is. That healing process is going to take longer than it has to. You're going to have more challenges throughout this healing process than needed, than necessary. Okay. Be present, be aware, be effective with it. Try to detach yourself as much as possible from the situation and notice as a third person, almost looking down into your situation, what needs to happen next, how you need to take care of yourself, how you need to take care of the rest of your family if you have kids, right? So trying to detach as much as possible so that way you can see clearly and make better decisions and be more present during this healing process. Advice on this side: distance, time out, vulnerability, being guarded. Okay, we already established that. Advice on this side: reflection and projections, like I said, deception and temptation. All right, so it just seems as though this person probably was tempted with something, probably lied about something. They are reviewing what happened. They are aware of the love that they have for this person. That's no doubt. They are trying to work through this whole thing. They're going through a little bit of a different process than this person is because they want to project so badly their pain and their guilt. Their actions, even though they are low level, immature, instinctual, whatever, right? It's coming from a place, it's coming from somewhere, they are hurt as well. They effed up. They have guilt. They have fear that you're never going to come back, right? That they effed up their entire life, your family, your life, the relationship. So their nervous system is also shaking up as well because even though you don't give them the time of day, they're pissed off about it. They also know that it's their fault that this all happened, right? And so they need to control their emotions as well and try their best to be as present and aware as possible when they are dealing with somebody, because this person has an ego and has some pride and wants to get their way, right? To them, it's like, I'm going to do everything I need to do. I'm going to say sorry. I'm going to be different. I'm going to make this better. 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 But this person is still not budging, right? So eventually this type of person is going to get upset and start acting out and being more forceful and being more pushy. So they have to be careful with that because, again, this person is only taking the truth, and all of these actions and behaviors are contradicting that. So they need to stop. They need to take a break. They need to step back. They need to understand that they are completely projecting all of their guilt and the fact that they let everybody down, right? Like that's a lot to handle as well. All right. But distance for sure. And I'm sure you guys are already doing that. And just, you're bringing up the walls for a reason. And this is also changing. The both of you will not be the same after this situation, hopefully, for the better, as always. All right. All right, Cancer. I hope that works out for you. Good luck. Go to the next sign here. Okay. Scorpio is next. Oh. All right, Scorpio, hello. Welcome into the reading. And your card is Dream a Beautiful Dream. Lovely. Number 19. So the 19 is telling me that there is a major ending and beginning happening at this moment in your relationship. It could be an end of a cycle, or it could be an end of a relationship, right? And of the beginning of something. But I think that you're, it's like connecting with a frequency. There's frequency coming through here as well. There was a little bit of frequency coming through in the Cancer reading, but for you, it's stronger. All right. So there's something around how you are vibrating at this time. And how do we do that? By our emotional state. We exude the frequency of what we are feeling. Okay. So even just the thinking about something may not necessarily exude a frequency. you have to feel the thought in order to start to send the radar message out. Okay. So the thought combined with the emotion is how you exude frequency. And I think you are actively working on something like this right now. Okay. So maybe it's a matter of, something recently happened that it came to a full circle, right? With the number 19, the number 10, breaking down to a 10. So it's full circle here. So it has you at this like transition moment or this middle ground where it's like a little portal that can be opened, right? Because it's full circle. And you're at that tip of the circle where you're ending something, you just ended and you're about to start. So it's like, where can you go with this? What can you do with this? This is open. This is a free for all. This is a window, a door that's opened at this moment. This moment will not last forever. So what are you going to do with it is how I'm feeling. All right. Because the clock keeps ticking. Things keep moving. Right. So you're at this tip. Eventually you're going to start a new phase. And you're trying to be as aware of it as possible. You're trying to be as conscious about your decision making and, what you're doing right now. Therefore, exuding a frequency. Okay. So maybe you're trying to bring in something that you've been wanting as it relates to love and relationship, because we are speaking about love and relationship today. You are asking, wishing, doing something about obtaining the relationship and love that you wish to have at this time. And I think that a lot of you may be working with Gaia, with this planet's nature field, right? So the elements, earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, the guardians of north, south, east, west, and center, as well as maybe some earth beings as well. So I'm getting a lot of water work. If you're not doing water work or working with water, water is good right now for you to work with. There's a frequency within water I'm getting that lights something up within you, right? So when you're around water, there's a feeling that you get. Maybe you charge up when you're around water. So if you need a charge, right? Like your battery's charged, your magic charged, go to the water, do something with the water. Oh, yeah. Retreat. Go to the water. I'm getting like fairy water or like mountain water, like streams or lakes or rivers. Okay. Something that is still surrounded by heavy earth. Yeah. This is, perfect. It's time to disconnect from the world. It's like you need to go in order to really do this work that I'm talking about. Okay. You need to disconnect from everything in order to be conscious enough to raise your vibe and raise this frequency to bring this dream into reality. If you're in a relationship, you and your person are doing this together, you and your person are getting away. Maybe it's a matter of bringing one another together and reconnecting again, right? To create something better. Maybe you guys have been going through some challenges or, some like the passion or the intimacy or the connection isn't as strong as it used to be. So the advice or decision that you have made is to go away with your person and have some alone time together. But you disconnect from the world to connect again, right? So the need to disconnect in order to connect is coming through strong. All right, so this card I can show, it is number 33, and it's the card of romanticism, and this is Neptune. There's the water and your person. Yeah, just bringing up the romantic side of you again, romanticizing. If the romance has been dead or lost in your relationship, how do you get that together? Dreaming and romanticism are very similar. You know, when you're fantasizing, when you're daydreaming, when like it's of course we all do that, right? But how can it, I don't know. Hold on, I'm feeling something. It's like, I want to say some of you have had this fantasy for a very long time. Okay, there's a fantasy that you've had. And maybe you've dreamt about it, maybe. But I'm getting more so of a fantasy, of a daydream, and it's the same thing. Okay, so this is telling me that there is a dynamic within love and relationship that you yearn for. Whether you have it with your person, whether you have had it before with a person, or you've never had it, there's something that you're yearning for. There's a way of connecting, a way of dealing with one another, a way of feeling loved by a person, or a way of you loving a person that you fantasize about, a type of life in a relationship that you fantasize about. I want to say that why not have that? Like, what has stopped you from having that? And if it is a matter of, well, I haven't met the right type of person that is compatible and conducive to that fantasy, I understand. Okay, so if that is your case, that you haven't met a person like that, then are you wasting time on people who are not like that, therefore not opening the door to receive and attract this type of person that you want? Okay, so that's something to think about. If it's a matter of this type of person has not come into my life, then make room for that type of person, right? And if you're dealing with people who are not that type, then that the fantasy, the dream is never going to come true because those people are not capable of it. Okay. If you fantasize about it, if you dream it, if you imagine it, it's there for a reason and it is entirely possible. So that's something for somebody. Now, going back to the question of why don't you have it? Okay. If you are single and you have made room or something like that, why don't you have it? Then you want to go back to your frequency and you want to go back to how you're vibing and how you are behaving and acting in the world. Are you open to receiving that type of love? I'm going to give you an example. So let's say, and this is an example, it's not everybody. So let's say you want a partner who is more nurturing, compassionate, sensitive, emotional, and caring, who will baby you, who will hold you, who will be romantic and all these things. But you're exuding a strong, independent, fierceful, fearless, right? Like rigid and hard type of energy, type of energy that doesn't even respond to a person or look people in the eye or smile or, like, it has walls up, right? When somebody has walls up, I mean, you can just tell if you are aware and conscious enough, So are you exuding that? That's an example. I'm not saying that you are, but just sort of think about why haven't you brought in this dream? But even though you're single and even though you're open to meeting somebody or whatever, then look at yourself and look at how you're acting. Is that conducive to this dream? Right? And then take it a step further. Okay. If you are the type of person that is not, how can I say, like, your type, your personality, your character, who you are is not the type that would be in this fantasy dream, right? Then why are you dreaming about it? Is the dream even something that you really, really want? Where is this dream coming from? And that's for a small group of you. It's like, you're fantasizing about something that maybe when you really think about it in real life, you don't really want. Okay, so there is some decision, there's some self-awareness to be had here within this situation. But let's see. Let's look at some tarot, take a look at you and the person in question. So this is person A. It could be you or them. All right, so you have Knight of Cups, the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, and the Tower. Yeah. This is a person who is sensitive, who is capable of deep, deep love. Okay. Who is more feminine in nature, whether you are a female or male. Who's therefore you're the more receptive one. This queen is coming out on both sides. But the wall, I don't want to say the wall is up necessarily, but you know, do you get out enough? Right here with the Hermit card. It's like you live a life of continuous learning, right? Finding meaning and purpose, just like most water signs do in everything. Therefore, you know, staying at home, not being out and about. I understand with the water sign, social events and people tend to drain us. And, you know, once we get to a certain age, we understand that and we don't want to deal with that anymore. So yeah, I get that maybe that's why you're not going out so much. But there is an element of being hidden, being withdrawn. At the same time, yearning for love, yearning for connection, yearning for something real. At the same time, not looking for it, not looking somebody in the eye, not opening up, you know, wanting somebody to come to you and knock at your door out of nowhere, right? Without having to do any work. Something's happening soon, Scorpio. Something's happening soon. And it's going to, I'm feeling this is going to take you by surprise. And it's going to rock your world, I'm hearing. Okay. For some of you, I don't feel that you are dealing with this person. This person is in your environment, is in your like you have history with this person, but this is not the person that you are waiting for. This is not the person that's going to rock your world, that is going to surprise you. Okay. So whoever is coming up in this reading has a significant presence in your life. Yes. But they are not the one that you're waiting for. They're not the dream. All right. So I'm going to read them. But I just want to say, I don't think that you're like, this is them or your dream is them. I don't like, it doesn't feel that to me. Okay. You have the 3 of Cups and 2 Queens. If you know anything about tarot. This person is in what is the word? It's a funny word. Every time I hear it, it sounds funny to me. What is the word? It's like they're in a predicament. They're in a definite predicament here. This person has some form of connection with some people. All right. I don't think this person is committed. I don't think this person is in an established relationship at this time. And the both of you may not be together. Okay. So that's why I'm reading it. It's like very distant. It's very separate for me. You may be one of these queens, male or female, whichever one you are. And this could be you as well. But you may be one of these queens, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups. But then you also have the Queen of Pentacles. And that, okay, like, fine. You're not with the person. You're not in a commitment. You're not together. You're just talking, dating, having sexual things, right? Whatever. But this person is definitely, I don't know, like there really isn't a lot to say either. It's just that there's two people in their environment, right? They have the Three of Cups. They have a good time with both. And then they have the Page of Wands. Like, this is not a, like, if you're a female and looking for a male, okay, this person is not like a catch. You know, they're not the one that's going to take care of you and marry you and love you and be protective and provide and, you know, all of that stuff. Like, no, like they're not thinking about that right now. They're very guarded. There's not a lot to say about them. They're not coming through really strongly. And this could be because the both of you are not really together. So therefore, there's not a lot to say about them. Now, this person is, just for the sake of argument, right? Your person, and there is not another person involved here, like a third person, then they are still looking to have a good time. They are still not the committed type. They're still not grounded and established, right? They may be young or at least immature. They're just going with what feels good, you know. And if this is you at the bottom, they definitely see you. You are present here. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. I don't know who this is for. It's just what I'm getting. They see you or whoever this Queen of Cups is as more manipulating. When what they really want is someone who is more grounded, less emotional, more grounded, and more, what is the word? Domestic. They want someone who's more domestic. It's strong there. Even though they're not committing to you at this time, right? They see you, but they want you to be different, or they want a different type of person. There's no way I don't feel like I can read in a way, in any different way for this side here. Okay. So I'm not even going to try. I can give you descriptions of the cards, and not follow my intuition. But then what kind of reader would I be? I'm following my intuition here. And I'm saying that this person is not committal. This person is not serious. They just want to have a good time. They want to feel good. And there are two people here. Okay. But at the same time, you're getting a surprise. So look forward to that and continue to dream this dream and evolve and, work on that vibration and frequency to attract it. The advice here is, look at this, Venus, right? Like the goddess of love, Aphrodite, Venus herself, continue to dream this dream, Scorpio. As you are exuding the frequency, have the courage, take the action, have a new beginning here somewhere. Start something new, do something different. This little portal that you're at, are you going to continue down the same cycle, or are you going to create a new cycle here? And when you create the new cycle, surprises happen. And here is literally the freaking portal. Can you see that? That is crazy. This is the universe telling you, Scorpio. Okay. Their advice over here. I mean, just like, I don't even know if they care or not, but what is your purpose in life? What are you doing with your life, basically? When it comes to love and relationship, you are still having a good time, which is fine. There's time and place for all of that. And maybe this person is in that time of life where they just want to have a good time. They don't want anything serious. But if they're not in that time of life and they're continuing to act like that, it's like, what are you doing? They are sabotaging a situation because they don't have purpose. They're not committal. They don't know what they want. They don't want. I'm not even going to say they don't know what they want. They don't want to be committed. And so, therefore they break things down, right? When they come into connection with person after person, after the fun and games is over, after the passion and the intensity and the perceived connection is over, and the women or the people that want something real and substantial with this person see through them, and they finally become aware that they're never going to get anywhere with this person, they've just been wasting their time, then things end, right? And they sabotage the situation. Okay. So yeah, whoever that's for, again, if this is not your reading, don't force it to be. I hope that helped somebody. Good luck, Scorpio. All right, let's go into Pisces. Welcome into the reading, Pisces. Hope you guys are doing well. See what's coming through for your love life. Ooh, be the hunter, not the hunted. All right. Yeah, you're definitely going for someone here. Feel that strongly. You have the number 8, so there's some passion and intensity. There's some depth of feeling as well, which is very common for a Pisces. And it's like, okay, like I see clearly, I know there's no doubt, right? I know exactly who I want and what I want out of love and relationship. You come, obviously, right? You're born with an innate wisdom, right? That is just not comparable to most signs here. Okay. So we know that, right, from you. We know that your wisdom comes through when we are meeting a Pisces or coming into contact with Pisces. So that's already a given here with the owl representing the wisdom. And yeah, I mean, it's very direct. I'm feeling very direct and forward type of energy. And maybe that's how you are behaving with your person. You are just being forward about it, right? You're telling them how you feel. You're telling them what you want. There's no games. There's no hidden motives. There's no, mistakes or confusion. Okay. You're also observing your person, getting to know them, taking time. I'm feeling like when you are with them or you are talking to them, like interacting with them, you definitely cherish every second. You take advantage of every moment. You make the best of every moment. And a big part of that is so you can learn them. You can get to know them. And I think that they fascinate you. Okay. Let's see what your relationship card is. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Beautiful. All right. So somebody here is an angel, a God sent. That's how somebody is feeling. Someone feels safe, or the both of you feel safe with one another. It's like, I got you. Don't worry, type of energy. I got you. We are doing this together. We are here together. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of connection and passion. I think the both of you are extremely attracted to one another. Somebody is also a little intimidated. So just be careful with your direct approach. You can be that way, especially in like when you want something, right? So in this case, I'm feeling really strongly, you know what you want. So you want to be careful that, you're not intimidating your person. What else? Let's see what this card says. Or if I can show it. Yeah, I can show this one. Oh, yeah. See what we're talking about? Passion here. Yeah, definite connection. I love this for you. So this is Moon in Aries. You don't have to have a Moon in Aries, but the archetype here, the passion and the intensity of emotion, right? Because the Moon stands for emotions and action here with the Aries. So whoever this is, whether it's you or your person, are motivated by your emotions. So if you're having strong emotions for this person, you're doing something about it. You're taking action here. Okay. Which is perfect. And I think that it's the right thing to do with this card of saying, give your relationship a chance, like take a leap, do the thing, try it out, go all in, commit, whatever the next step is between you and your partner, do that. Yeah, there's a lot of flirtation and, maybe the tingles and the butterflies are still there when you're going out on a date or something like that. And you touch, like, I'm getting like, I don't know, like when you're first getting to know somebody, right? And you like them already. And there is a connection and like that first touch, and that just gives you the butterflies, right? Or like it sends chills throughout your body, something like that. I'm getting that. Somebody is feeling that. Okay. So person A has the 5 of Swords and the 4 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. Person B has the 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Devil. Jeez Louise. All right. Well, definite relationship on the mind here with person A. They want to feel good. They want to celebrate. Somebody here wants to celebrate this connection. They want to feel at home with the other person. They want to feel the other person accepts them, loves them. Yeah, there's a lot of celebration around this. I want to say be careful with like getting too caught up on the social media or social activity to boast about this relationship or to show society, your social circles, your family, your friends, that you are in a relationship or that you are talking to somebody. Like you want to be careful. There's something about that I want to give you a warning on because the 5 of Swords is here. So whether this is you or your other person doing this, there's a little bit of surface level superficiality coming through. And for a Pisces, I don't like that. Okay. That is not your vibe. That's not your thing. So why are you doing that if you are, and why are you allowing it or, entertaining a person who is superficial like? This is going to be a cause for issues. Okay. So too much presence of your committed relationship or the fact that you are hanging out with this person or whatever, coming out on social media. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's just a strong message, is going to cause problems for you. There's like, when people who are superficial, especially for one, when people are just getting to know each other, especially your age, like depending on what age range you're at and your experience and your history, and like your healing even, right? When you have such a social media presence in a relationship, especially in the beginning, that brings up trust issues. That brings up all kinds of low level vibes. Okay. Family, then gossip, right? Friends, gossip. I'm getting exes here, finding out or like, just, I don't know. I just don't like it. But I mean, hey, I don't know. You have a connection with them. So for a reason, I guess, but just be careful because there's a little bit of selfishness coming up here. And I don't know if this is you or them. On this side, you have the 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands. This side, somebody is really reassessing this situation here. There's a lot of, like I said, of observation coming through. And somebody here is like doing a pros and cons list or putting the cards on the table and seeing what they want and what they don't. Making changes. I'm getting somebody is making changes. So somebody here may be making changes to your lifestyle, for one, for the sake of this relationship. You may be making changes to your finances or where you're living. Maybe you're moving for love or something like that. And it's like quick, like somebody wants this to happen quick, like a very impulsive move as well. This concerns me. The Knight of Swords with the Devil. This concerns me. This is telling me that somebody is being really forceful, quick to move. There's strategy here for the wrong reasons. Somebody's doing something for the wrong reasons. I also feel acting out. I feel like letting go. Like somebody's letting go and it's just like, I don't care anymore. Like I'm gonna, this is like escapism. This is vices. This is bad behavior, negative behavior, drugs, alcohol, sex, like overdoing it, like just too much of something. Because someone is really hurt. I don't always get pain and heartbreak with the Knight of Swords, but the way this is coming through, it's like the anger is rooted in pain and heartbreak. There's spite. Somebody's doing something out of spite. And it's so crazy how this started. So, this reading started like, okay, you know what you want. You are going toward that. So I don't know who's who, which one you are, but somebody here, or you really, like, you're moving forward. You're moving forward with this thing. No matter the motive, no matter the reason. Okay. For others of you, I am getting that somebody is indulging too much. And if somebody else here is trying to stop it, or anybody trying to stop this person B here, they're going to hear. There's some arguing that's about to happen here. It's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do what I want. You can't tell me what to do type of thing. There's just a lot of low level stuff for this card saying to work on your relationship and give your relationship a chance. Maybe these two people are not together. Maybe this person is like, has sabotaged and done something really bad to this person here. And they're looking for their happiness, but they are on social media and they're superficial and they're bringing up a mask, and boasting about a connection here or something like that, or I'm getting somebody also is looking for like posting pictures and things like that for the sake of getting attention. So this is for two people who are not together, what I'm saying right now. Okay. So this person did something wrong and they are out and showing themselves. And it's just like, now they're single. And so they are, dressing up and taking the pictures and going out and being social and wanting to attract something. This person over here is like, furious. Okay. They want to make a move quick. They want to disappear. They want to get away. They want to hurt this person by making big, big changes in life, whether it's their own life, this person's life, depending on your commitment and how it used to be. If you're married, right, then it's like, I'm selling the house. I'm changing the name on the bank accounts. I'm, taking the kids, like taking the car, whatever. At the same time, they are overdoing it with the vices and the addictions, okay, that they may have. With the Pisces, be careful if this is you, right, with your alcohol consumption, your drug consumption, and doing it out of spite. All right. So be aware, right? At the end of the day, pain sucks. Heartbreak sucks, relationship dynamics, when two people are not meant to be together, are not in a good, healthy place emotionally and mentally, like it sucks being in these types of relationships. You're not supposed to be in a relationship when you're not ready, right? Mentally and emotionally. Okay. We try so hard to be with this one person, right? And they go through all these fights and heartbreaks and endings and all the things. And for what? Right? The both of you just were not meant to be together. It was for a season, right? And for a reason, whether you were married or not. Okay. Accept it. Accept the loss. Who cares about what they're doing? Who cares about what this person's doing? You know, learn, humble yourself, right? Like grow. Advice. Shadow side, moon, the dark night. Spying, watching, inspecting. Yeah, I mean, this is just, I don't know. Third eye, clarity, comfort zone, clinging. This person is definitely spying, all right, and wanting answers, wanting to know what this person is doing, okay, because I do feel that this person is wanting to disappear. This person wants to know what this person is doing. There's a lot of social media activity, friends, family members, talking, all those things. They are coming through low vibe here with the shadow side. Okay, but they will go through their moment. Trust me, they're going to go through their moment. They're going to go through their moment of just down, right? At the bottom, at the depths, the dark night of the soul, the transformative part, right? The ending here. Eventually, you don't have to create it for them. The universe is going to create it for them. All right. This is going to happen naturally once they get through all of and process all of their emotions. All of these behaviors are just the fact that two people are processing emotion and they don't know how to do it consciously and effectively. And they're projecting. This person needs to clear their mind, needs to get away, which I think you are doing. It needs to get out of the comfort zone. That's a big thing, which I think you're also doing. So if this is you, whoever this is, I understand the pain. I understand the need to go into some escape routes or whatever. Just don't stay there for long. Okay. Do what you have to do, heal, and come back, you know, especially if there's kids involved or other families or, you know, members or whatever, right? Like, and just for yourself. Okay. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. It sucks. I could imagine. But I wish you all the luck in the world, and I hope that that helps somebody. All right, guys. Well, those were your love readings. If you want to see more of this type of content from me and my channel, just give the video a like and let me know that you like this type of reading so I can continue to do more love readings for you guys. Thank you, as always, for your time and energy. I love reading for you. Like the video, as I mentioned, I would appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber, and we'll see you on the next one, okay? Bye.